Okay, good morning and welcome to Mishna Yomi. Today's Mishna is Pesachas Shumas Perek Dalid. Mishna is Zion and Chet 7 and 8. Mishna Zion says, Rabbi Lezer Omer, Truma Ola Be'echad Omeya. We've mentioned this many times that although normally in the Torah there's concept of Bittul Barov, if you'd have two parts Chulin, one part Truma, it would be Batal the Truma. To the point, according to some poskim, let's say you have two pieces of nevela, two pieces of kosher meat and one piece of nevela. According to some poskim, you can actually eat all three pieces. Bittul barov actually makes the third piece mutter. Here, there's a lot of differences. By truma, we're going to see why truma is not batal barov; it's batal echad umeya. So, what does echad umeya mean? It says truma ola echad umeya. You have to have 100 parts chulin, one part truma. And when you have that, you take out one part, and that is considered truma, and the rest you could eat. The zar could eat. Rabbi Yeshua Omer b'meya v'od. He says no. You don't need the od ze ein lo shir. Meaning, you don't need. He's more makel. He says you need 99 parts and a little more. 99 and a mashu. 99 and a mashu is almost like having 100, and that 100 to 1 is the shir. Riyosi ben Mishul Omer v'od kav l'meya sa shtus l'medameya. He says he's a middle shear. He says you need 99 plus, but not plus a mashu or anything. 99 plus 1/6. 1/6. So 99 and 1/6 is enough, because normally we deal with sa, and a kav is 1/6 of a sa, which is a significant measurement. So therefore 99 and 1/6 is like 100 to 1, and then it's but that we paskin like the first sheet that you need really 100 parts to 1 to mavatal it. The source for this the Rav brings is from the pasuk. It says Mikol Chelbo Es Mikdasham Mimenu. There's something about Shumas Meiser Mimenu. The word Mimenu, from it. Davar Shata Torah Mimenu Im Nafal Atocha. So we learn from there Mimenu from a pile. Now normally a pile has 100%, right? So Mimenu Shumas Meiser is Meiser Rishon is 1/10. It was 10 out of 100, and 1 out of those 10 goes to Shumas Meiser, goes to the Kohen. The Levi has to give to the Kohen. So that's what I saw about Mimenu is really Shumas Meiser, which is 1 out of 100. It's 1 out of 100, so therefore 1 out of 100 is the shear for bittul and truma. 1 out of 100 is considered already truma's meiser, 1 to 99. So therefore you need something extra, 1 to 100 fully or 1 to 99 plus, in order for it to be batel, in order for it to be called. Otherwise, it's called dimua. It's called medameya. We'll discuss this more in on Mishnah. What is lashon of dimua, of mixture, and why do we not rely on batel barov over here? Well, we don't rely on the contract of batel barov. If it has 100 to 1, you have to still take out 1. We don't say 100 to 1, it's batal barov. Even the opinion that says 2 pieces of kosher meat and 1 piece of nevela, you can eat all 3. I believe over here everyone agrees you have to take out 1. And also, why do we assume the 1 you took out is the truma, right? So I'll talk about that more in Ian Mishnah. Mishnah Ches, Rabbi Yehoshua Omer, Te'inim Shchoros, Malos is a lavonos, right? Normally you're supposed to have, you're supposed to take off mina al mino, right? One type, you can't take off apples for oranges. Orange and apples are different things. What about you have 2 different types of figs? One are black figs, one are white figs. Levano, so he holds that black figs work to pater white figs, and white figs work to pater black figs. When they used to press the figs, they press them into large round cakes. So let's say you have big ones and small ones. So you could take off from the big ones on the small ones, and the small ones on the big ones. They're not considered 2 different minim. Sometimes they didn't press into round cakes; they pounded into like brick, like rectangular shapes. So if you took off from rectangular on the circles, the circles are rectangles, it works. But those are all oser. That says you can't. They're considered 2 different minim. If you know that you have a pile of shchoros, right, black figs, and white ones fell in there. So therefore, you can't pater it with the white ones. If you don't know what fell in the middle of this pile, so therefore it's considered one big mixture, and therefore this is how we pass them like Rabbi Akiva, and then you could be pater one for the other. But if we do know they are considered 2 different minim, 2 different things, he would say likewise about the big cakes compared to little cakes, and also the cakes compared to the brick-like shapes. That will be the end of today's share. Stay tuned for Mishnah. We discuss more of this idea of bittul or meya. You don't want to miss it.